Oh my God, I literally cannot believe what I'm about to tell you. My hands are trembling, my heart is pounding, and I'm telling you right now, what you're about to hear will shake the foundation of the NFL universe. This is something that has been kept under wraps, a secret so explosive, so mind-blowingly unbelievable, that if it leaks out, every fan, every analyst, every insider will be talking about it for decades. And I guarantee you, what I'm about to reveal is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a secret so deep, so powerful that it could reshape the entire landscape of the NFL in 2026. Right now, as we speak, behind closed doors, a deal is being crafted, a move so audacious, so historic, that it will go down in the history books forever. I am not joking. This is the kind of move that will have every single fan on the edge of their seats, with goosebumps running down their spines. This isn't just a rumor. This is a prophecy, a future so bright that you'll need sunglasses just to look at it. This is the kind of revelation that will make even the most hardened skeptics turn into believers. Are you ready? Because what I'm about to say will change everything you thought you knew about the NFL offseason, about the Buffalo Bills, and about a guy named Terrence Steele. But before I spill the whole truth, I need you, you, to do something right now. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and ring that damn bell, because what I'm about to tell you isn't for everyone. It's only for the true insiders, the ones who know that the NFL is a game of secrets, power plays, and epic betrayals. If you want the real scoop, the unfiltered truth, then you better stay tuned and lock in, because I'm about to take you on a roller coaster of speculation, rumors, and straight-up Hollywood drama. Only the real fans, the ones who are inside this universe, will understand what's coming next. Are you ready? Now, let's build this story from the ground up. Because what I'm about to reveal is not just a rumor. It's the culmination of months of secret meetings, clandestine negotiations, and whispers from insiders that are so tight-lipped that even the biggest media outlets haven't caught wind of it yet. But I have the inside track. I have sources, and I know what's brewing behind the scenes, and what I'm about to say will blow your mind. First, let's set the scene. It's early 2026. The NFL offseason is in full swing. The Buffalo Bills, a team that has been knocking on the door for a Super Bowl for years, has just made a seismic coaching change. Sean McDermott, their beloved head coach, has been fired after 9 seasons of fluctuating success, and in his place, a new era begins with Joe Brady, the young genius, now calling the shots. The Bills are hungry. They're ambitious. They want championships, and they're not holding back. But what's really happening under the surface? Rumor has it, the Bills are about to make a move so big, so game-changing, that it will redefine their identity forever. And now, I introduce you to the player that could turn this entire story on its head. Meet Terrence Steele. Yeah, the same Terrence Steele who's been turning heads in Dallas since he entered the league in 2020. This guy, an undrafted gem from Texas Tech, has always been underrated. But now, after a tough injury in 2022 that slowed his rise, Steele's value has taken a hit. His contract. Oh, it's huge. An $86.8 million extension, 5 years, signed back in 2023. But the truth is, his performance post-injury has been shaky. Pass protection, not quite what it used to be. Penalties, too many. Some analysts are calling him a liability now. His play has dipped just enough for teams to start circling. Rumors. They say teams looking for a top-tier right tackle are almost salivating at the idea of snagging Steele cheaply in the offseason, and the Bills are on a totally different mission. They're eyeing him. They want him, and here's the craziest part. There's an inside source suggesting that Buffalo has been in secret talks with the Cowboys. Yes, the Cowboys, about trading Terrence Steele to Buffalo, and it's not just a rumor, it's a strategic move in the making. Now, why would Buffalo want Steele? Because, let me tell you, they're building a future dynasty. They're thinking beyond just this year. They see Steele as a piece to unlock their offensive line's full potential, especially with the new coaching style Joe Brady is implementing. They see an opportunity to snag a talented 28-year-old 66 behemoth, who, if coached right, could be the anchor of their line for the next decade. And here's where it gets even more unreal. Imagine the impact if this trade goes down. Steele, who's been labeled as disappointing in Dallas, an expensive, high-profile signing that has failed to meet expectations, found in Buffalo the perfect redemption story. Think about it. A fresh start, a new system, a coaching staff that's young, innovative, hungry for success. Steele in that Bills offensive line could be the missing link to finally push Buffalo over the top. The Bills have already built one of the most exciting offenses in the league. Josh Allen, James Cook, Stephon Diggs, these guys are Super Bowl ready. But their offensive line, that's been their Achilles heel. Now picture this. Steele lining up in that Bills uniform, protecting Allen's blind side, clearing the way for Cook's explosive runs, sealing the edges for big plays, dominating in the run game like he's never done before. The Bills' offense would become a beast. No more pressure, no more false starts, no more penalties, crippling drives, just pure relentless power. Steele's run-blocking grades have been impressive. Around 70.2, he can move people, open holes, create space. When he's motivated, he's a monster. But he needs a fresh environment, a team that believes in him, that sees his potential, not just the shiny contract he signed in Dallas that's become a millstone. And I know what you're thinking. How could this be happening? Why would Dallas trade such a key piece? Well, that's where the big secret comes in. The Cowboys, with their cap issues, $22+ million over the cap, are looking at every option. A trade for Steele would free up millions, and they're thinking strategically. They know Steele's value isn't what it used to be, and if they can get a solid draft pick or some future assets in exchange, it's a win-win. Plus, Dallas is focused on building their future, and their offensive line is the battleground for the next championship run. They're perfectly willing to part ways with Steele if the price is right. But Buffalo? Oh, they're all in. They're ready to pay a premium because they see Steele as the final piece of the puzzle. Think about it. If this transaction happens, it sends shockwaves through the NFL. Billions of dollars in media exposure, endless debates on sports radio, social media meltdown, fans losing their minds over Steele to Buffalo. And the best part, the NFL's top insiders say the negotiations are accelerating. It's happening behind the scenes, away from the prying eyes of the press, but I have sources. Sources that tell me that in secret meetings in New York, the deal could be sealed within the next few weeks. Now, let's imagine what this means for the Bills. They've just signed Joe Brady to a 5-year deal, promising a new era of high-octane offense. They've got Allen, who's arguably one of the most exciting quarterbacks in the league, ready to chase a Super Bowl. But the missing link. The right tackle who can anchor that line, the guy who pushes the line of scrimmage and gives Allen the protection he needs to launch those bombs. Steele could be that guy. He's got the athleticism, the size, and now, with a new environment and a coaching staff that believes in him, he can fully unlock his potential. Just picture the future. The Bills, with Steele protecting Allen's blind side, storming through the AFC. The fans going wild, red, white, and blue confetti raining down at Highmark Stadium. The social media erupting, #Steele to Buffalo trending worldwide. Every highlight, every game featuring Steele laying the wood, sealing the blocks, and paving the way for glory. And the rivalry? Oh, the rivalries get even more intense. Chiefs, Dolphins, Ravens, Buffalo, with Steele solidifying that line, can finally silence every doubter and dominate the AFC like never before. And what about the emotional connection? Steele, a guy who fought his way from undrafted status, who's faced injuries and setbacks. Imagine how fans would rally around him. The underdog story of the century. The guy who was doubted now becomes a cornerstone of an unstoppable Bills team. His leadership, his grit, it would resonate, ignite the city of Buffalo, and inspire the next generation of fans and players alike. He's not just a piece of the puzzle, he's a symbol of resilience, of fighting against the odds. And I haven't even mentioned the epic consequences if this deal happens. The NFL world would explode. Sports talk shows would debate it for months. Fans would be divided, some calling it genius, others calling it crazy. But everyone would remember where they were when Steele left Dallas and became Buffalo's new shield. Ticket prices would skyrocket, merchandise with his name would fly off the shelves, and the Bills franchise would be forever etched into NFL history as the team that pulled off the deal of the century. Now I'll tell you, this isn't just about Steele, it's about the future. It's about what the Bills have been dreaming of for years. A team built to dominate, to hoist the Lombardi, to etch their name alongside the greats. And if this trade happens, it will be the ultimate move, a bold statement that the Bills are no longer just contenders, they're destined to rule the NFL. That's how big this is. That's how real it could be. But I have to leave you hanging for now, because the most shocking part, it's just beginning. There's more behind the scenes. A web of deals, power plays, and secret negotiations that make even this storyline look like child's play. So stay alert, stay hungry, and prepare yourself, because when this deal drops, it will change everything you thought you knew about NFL trades. And trust me, this is only the beginning. The next few weeks will be crazy, and I promise when that news finally hits, you will be the first to know. So if you're a true Bills fan, a real NFL insider, or just someone who loves high-stakes drama, smash that like button. Share this vid with your friends, because what's coming? It's bigger than anything we've seen before. This isn't just a trade, this is the birth of a new dynasty, and I want you to be part of this history. Get ready, because the future is coming fast. The NFL universe will never be the same. And you're right at the epicenter of the chaos. Let's go.